Boom.
Good morning and welcome.
Nope.
Damn, I was just thinking that was one of the best ones you've ever had. I think that's why it sounded so good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Good morning and welcome to episode 15 down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down to Dunk and get The Athletic for $1 for 6 months. I am Luke. Joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam through.
Taylor.
When the lights go down in Oklahoma City. And the what is it, Jay?
What is
Sunset time. Slam through.
And Jay.
Hefner leg.
That's good, Jay.
It's Jay.
Wow. It's been
8 weeks
8 weeks.
since we've
Since we've
been together like this. 8
Dang.
weeks.
8 weeks since I looked at you.
Wow.
I'm actually shocked that Luke didn't come back.
I know.
with that.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, it's brand
It's been.
That's too early. Yeah, it's been.
Oh man.
Well,
bien.
we're still in the off season
I was
now.
gonna say
We missed 2
nothing.
full months of podcasting. Still in the off season.
Nothing is happening.
Actually, our last podcast together was like the first free agency podcast.
No.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. Son.
Damn.
Here we are.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We missed all the Olympics.
What?
Yeah.
Together.
It's a lot of fun though.
I thought they were next week.
No, Luke, you missed
Dang.
them.
Dang.
Missed them.
You missed your
Luke.
favorite sport.
Missed them.
Luke, you gonna go to LA for some of the Olympics?
That's a
I
no.
want to.
That's a straight no.
No, I want to.
If it was my favorite sport, I'd probably. Make
I
a
want
plan
to.
go.
I would love to watch some of the Olympic swimming, but you know,
Good man.
we'll have to see what I'm doing.
I have a
don't
plan
know what
for
I'm
you.
doing now.
What is
I have a
happening?
plan for you. You put down quite a bit of money on the Oklahoma City Thunder this year.
Uh-huh.
If that pays out,
It didn't. Oh, do it for this next year.
For this one, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you also spend a lot of money on
A Thunder title bout.
yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, get
So
ready
Where
for
is
that.
that?
I'm just saying,
Gets here the first week of October.
if Olympic swimming was my Super Bowl and it comes to America like once every, I don't know, 20 years,
30 years, 40 years.
it was 96, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'll catch
Yeah.
it.
So 24 years?
Mm.
No. Yeah,
No.
30 years. How about that?
Yeah, I'll catch it when I'm in my 60s. That makes more sense, right?
Wait, how?
Late 60s.
How old are you?
How
Why does
old
that
are
make
you?
more sense?
Huh?
Because he's just he's not
I'll have
committal
more free
about
time. You know, it'll work out.
You have commitment
He's not worried
issues.
about
We'll
it.
see. I'm not worried about it.
It'll be in Oklahoma City by that time anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
They are having some Olympics here.
I don't think that's confirmed yet. They want to.
I thought
Sure
that
it's
was confirmed.
I don't think it was confirmed. I think like
Listen,
it's
between
we
you and
want them
Taylor,
to.
last time we talked about this, Taylor brought up this whole thing about some stadium that
I
was
swear
built or
I
wasn't built in
did not
LA,
make
and
that up. I
are
swear
like,
I heard that.
is
That-
the
we
most
believe that you
made-up
heard it.
story ever.
Somebody immediately, like, it was like the first comment was
It
just
was.
like,
That's
Not true.
this is completely untrue.
Kind of like your the name of your grandfather's.
Who was that? By the way, I want to question your source. Was
No,
that
you can't do that.
Dude, I
That's
don't
the point
know.
about sources.
I don't know.
They've got to stay anonymous.
okay?
true.
You don't have to tell me who the source is, but really,
Do you
are they
trust the
more?
source?
Yeah,
I thought it was
more
Joe
than
Musato.
me.
It was Joe Masato.
Was it?
Hey,
Yeah.
works like the main writer
Hmm.
for the Oklahoma.
Seems like
Dang it!
got you beat.
Well, he should call out
It was Barry
local
Trammell.
sports radio.
Shout out to Joe.
You know that local sports radio doesn't have to say true things.
That's the problem with media these days.
That's right. That's right. So Sam Vecenie has been doing a 24 under 24 ranking, and I thought it would be interesting just to talk about it. Last night, Sam, Bryce Simon, and I did a draft so the list is about the future of these guys. the draft last night was putting together a team that could win this next season. So they're both very different. So the Thunder obviously have a couple guys on this list in Chet and J-Dub. What do you guys think about where they're ranked on this list? I guess in their final ranking, they had Chet 4th and J-Dub 8th. What do you guys think about those particular rankings?
It's so I was listening to it last night in preparation for this morning, and I think the thing that I struggled with is I'm not a student enough of all of these other players to make an accurate assessment of where they belong amongst one another. Like I heard Bryce and Sam talk about Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
And I just realized I did not have that high of a view of who he had become over this last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's hard. Like in my mind, yeah, J-Dub over most of these guys, but in all actuality, like it's because I don't really know him. I didn't watch obviously the Hornets enough to rank Brandon Miller ranked 6th.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
Everybody's trying to project what their future looks like, but it's still one of those things where I'm like, I don't watch these guys enough. Paolo, obviously I would put, I think still above Dub. Zion, I didn't love that one just because of the number one, I can't believe he's still under 24. And then number 2, just the injury. I don't think you can avoid that, especially if you're trying to project into the future.
I know.
Yeah.
I think that's really tough. Like, there's no way he's
Like
really
if
healthy.
if you took Zion for who he's been when he is healthy, like, yeah,
For sure.
it makes a ton of sense. But thinking about his career, I mean, the guy hasn't played. He's played exactly 0 playoff games his entire career because he's never been healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like he's 2 years in. What's he in his 4th season coming in?
This will be his 6th season.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, time flies.
And Darius Garland's still under 24.
Yeah, Garland is still there.
Garland's been in the league for 7-8 years.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah, Tyler Hero.
I think he's like the oldest player of this group, but he didn't make the top 24.
See, okay, here's where I have an issue. Scoot Henderson above Darius Garland and Tyler Hero isn't on the list.
Yeah. I think
Do you have enough? Are you just going from we haven't seen enough, so his potential still pushes him up the
projecting.
list?
Yeah.
Projecting.
it's essentially like their evaluation of him at the draft, at the time of the draft, which was not that long ago, it was like a year and change ago. Was that he was the second best prospect in this draft and would be the number 1 pick and all these, the things that you heard about him.
Mhm.
He just didn't have that kind of season though.
No.
And so if he did, he would probably be a lot higher on the list.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Is it crazy to having Reed Shepherd in the top 25? The only person I think, I can go through this whole thing, but Alex Sarr is on here and Zachary Reese shared, but those are the OLIs.
Mm-hmm.
Like to have him on this list over a guy like Tyler Hero or Jabari Smith.
Yeah, I was going to say
Trey Murphy.
Murphy, Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, I don't think that I would have done that.
Yeah.
He's just really small. I just don't know what to do with that. I think we'll see how that looks in the NBA this year, but that is like a lot of projection to think that he could be as
What
good
about
as some of these guys.
Şengün over Evan Mobley?
Yeah, I'm not with that, especially if we're talking about the future. No way. Like, I think Mobley, just the way that he can play on the defensive end, and I just think offensively he's going to figure some stuff out. And especially when the Cavs eventually go to him as their lone center, which will eventually happen.
Yeah.
I think that he's just going to be a more valuable playoff player.
So how can you justify yourself
Mm-hmm.
going on that podcast with such uncertainty about their ranking?
Mm.
I've made my own list.
Yeah.
before I went
I'm
on.
so sorry. Let me tell you what the actual list is.
Well, I just like left guys off of my I had basically made like a draftable list.
Yeah.
His big board.
Of guys that
did
He
you
went
leave
to
off?
his war room.
So let me go through the guys that I completely left off my list. I left Zion off my list
Yeah.
Ooh,
Good for you.
Snub.
Strong decision.
because if I'm trying to win playoff games, I need somebody who can get to the playoffs. And I just don't trust that his body's going to be able to play 82 games and then playoffs. Let's see. I left Scotty off just because he just doesn't shoot it.
Yeah.
And he's just hard to build around too. If he's like your third or fourth best player, and then what do you do with him offensively? Like I worry about that. There's too many other good guys on this list. I left Cade off too.
Just the uncertainty.
I was gonna say, I don't believe it. I don't believe he's ever gonna be anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's a good player, but there are a lot of other guys I'd rather have, especially
it's-
at the guard
And
position.
he's lost in Detroit.
And yeah, it's so hard when he's on a team that stinks so bad.
Yeah.
It's like he's never gonna be good because he's on a stinky team.
Yeah. Also, if
With
he
stingy
if he was that good, he would elevate that team more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I left LaMelo off. I left Şengün off. I left Amen Thompson off. Not that these guys are bad players. I just wouldn't want them on my
Sure.
team. Like they have just
If you're trying to win a championship.
yeah. And so the goal was to win games
Yeah.
next year
Yeah.
with this team. Like Şengün, the defensive stuff worries me. LaMelo.
We boring you?
No, that's just how I act now. It's
Um,
long 8 weeks. I've got new stuff you haven't seen before.
New bit.
Trying out new bits.
my new thing. I just do high pitched yawns.
Uh-huh. Yep.
My new thing.
My new thing.
LaMelo, I left off the list. Scoot, I left off my list. Kuminga
Feels like half the list.
and Reed.
Dag.
Did you add other people?
I mean, I had like Trey Murphy and Jaden McDaniels. I ended up picking both of them and had them pretty high on my list.
What was your biggest reach?
I took Derek Lively pretty early,
Yeah, I like Lively.
so that was probably my biggest reach. But then the snake draft wrapped back around. And Evan Mobley was still there, and so I took him too. So
Let's go.
Love
Yeah.
it. Let's go, brother.
So it worked out well. Giddy didn't get picked. Let's go, brother.
Let's go, brother.
Let's go, brother.
Come on.
I was trying to decide between Cason Wallace and Jamie Jacquez.
Oh, Jamie Jacquez
Did we
Jr.
get Jamie Jacquez?
I think I still have it.
Jamie.
Jimmy, I would have.
Nope, that's a Jimmy. Nope.
with
Not
Jamie
Not Jimmy. We want
Jacquez
Jamie.
or Jacquez.
He says Jamie Jacquez. I mean Jacquez.
Yeah, good
Correction.
correction.
He corrected it to do something wrong.
So going back
Yeah, it's
to
okay.
Chet at 4,
Yeah.
Dub at 8. I think that I don't know. Could you feel much better about the future of this team until Sam just throws in the? And I know we have a TQ about this, where they're like,
Yeah.
Oklahoma City fans, let's just be realistic. You should plan on Shea leaving. Like what?
Well, what do you? Oh, that's what?
Do we want to go there, Elman? Do you see the TQ?
Do it. Which one is it?
Is it? Are we now just doing like
Oh,
Chewbacca?
okay.
Like I feel like we're evolving
yeah.
into.
I don't do it to get Chewbacca. That's my Chewbacca. He's real. He's into.
Sounds like me getting up off a chair.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Comes from at Hippo Dresser. It says Sam Vecenie brought up the possibility of Shea leaving for a bigger city at some point in his top 24 under 24 series. Does one NBA championship in OKC save him from the KD treatment if that happens?
I mean, yeah, definitely. Getting a championship would change a lot. You know?
No, he'd still leave.
No, he's out of here no matter
What's hard
what.
to me is I'm like, maybe I just don't understand what it's like being a multi-millionaire
Yeah.
basketball icon like Shea is and is going to be.
I can confidently say I don't understand that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just an unnecessary.
But it's a
rhetorical
maybe.
tool.
It's
Yeah.
a maybe.
Like,
for
I
Jay.
can't-
No, maybe,
Maybe.
but
Hey,
maybe I
listen,
do.
I can't project myself into Shea's shoes. Can't do it.
No.
not even close to the same life. But
You should try.
I had a thought that is gone now. So
No,
thank
that's
you
like
guys so
it's
much.
like it reminds me of that Disney show where they put on the jersey and they were transported into that athlete's body.
Air Bud.
No, it was the one. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Ooh.
No, I
you
don't
want a
either.
man?
There was a show. No, there was a show where they did that.
Oh,
It was like a TV show.
13 going on 30.
No, it was a TV show. Not you're naming movies.
I also don't think 13 going on 30 was the movie I was trying to figure out. What's the one with Zac Efron and Matthew Perry? Rest in peace.
Brink.
No,
Click.
that one is
Click.
No.
The other remote.
No, I don't remember what that one is. That's like 13 going on 30, but for men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because he's 30 and he goes on 13.
16 going on.
the Thunder will be able
69.
to.
That's what they should have called it.
God,
Let me see.
the
We have done everything we can do to derail Jay's point. It has lingered for like minutes now.
There we go. The Disney whatever shows the jersey. The jersey. 4 teens who discover the magic of the jersey, a mystical football jersey that transports them into the bodies of professional athletes.
Wow.
I can't believe you knew that.
Wow,
I thought you were also looking up the Zac Efron show.
That's what I thought.
Oh, I'll look
too.
at that too.
So I can't understand. Like Oklahoma City's going to be able to pay Shea more than anybody else, which I know you make up a lot of the money in endorsements and whatever you want to do in LA or whatever big city that they're apparently going to take him to. But I don't get why you would go from
17 again.
That's
Oh,
the one.
yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. That's
seen
a good
it,
one.
seen it
What'd you think?
at least once.
Seen it, liked it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I have a pretty low bar on movies though.
Yeah.
Like I'll enjoy a movie. I don't have to say it's like Oscar worthy.
If I'm watching a movie, I'm gonna like it.
Yeah,
If I'm
that's-
sitting, I'm pretty
with you.
easily entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So I just don't understand why you would leave a team that at that point 3 years in the future more than likely is going to be a perennial contender, maybe even the beginning of a dynasty,
Mm-hmm.
and to go and chase some sort of market that is bigger. Like I got like Kevin Durant's, I still hated it, but it obviously was like, yeah, you wanted a championship. The Thunder weren't going to get you there. Maybe go pursue it. But I understand that in some sort of broken way, but I don't get it where like based on where this team will be in the timeline of where Shea is in his career. And I know he's not homegrown in the sense of he wasn't drafted by the Thunder. He was drafted in LA, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, to leave a team that is as stacked for the future as the Thunder are and who also can pay you. I mean, unless that changed in the CBA, but
No. He'll be. And the thing about Shea is that we didn't know with Kevin is you get the benefit of offering him the full extension, ahead of time, and you'll know, like they'll know if Shea wants to be here or not because he'll either sign the extension or he won't. And if he doesn't sign the extension, well, then that's when you have to have the conversation about trade at that point.
oh, for sure.
And so you do get that benefit because with Kevin, it didn't make any sense. There was no benefit of him signing that extension. You couldn't sign the full amount, so you had to wait. And so, Kevin got to make his decision then. So also the hope is that like this team overall like fits together better than that first iteration of the Thunder too.
Yeah.
And his running mates with J-Dub and Chet more complement, and not that like obviously Russ and Katie complement each other to a pretty large degree. But you just also wonder, like personality wise, about that particular dynamic and like how much that played a part of this. Where with this iteration, like things will change and evolve. These guys have been in the league for just a very short amount of time, and so like things will change. But as of today, it just feels like the personalities really mesh.
Plus, it seems like now it doesn't seem like people are able to go and like build those super teams as easily. Like it just seems like it falls apart now.
Yeah.
Like the Clippers, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Completely fell apart. And like, so I just don't think it happens
Nets.
as much. Yeah. Like back when LeBron did it, like it was a different time in the league. I just don't think it's going to happen again. Because now whenever everyone does it, everyone's too old. Everyone gets hurt and it doesn't work.
Well, you had the Heat and you had Golden State.
But the CBA is specifically
Golden State
created
is
to
different.
limit these teams' abilities to build like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem for the Thunder at some point. They have a higher likelihood of maintaining some level of excellence because they drafted two of them, and with Shea, they had them, before the CBA came into. But I'm like, I don't understand it. But like I said, I can't get into his kind of mindset. On
Plus,
what
if he
was
wanted to
valued.
leave, he already could have.
Yeah. He could have pushed
Yeah.
at the time and not signed the 5-year extension.
And that was when we were bad. And
Yeah,
so, like, if he
things-
wanted out,
Everything changes,
change.
though. If you're
Things
3 or 4,
change.
and if you're 3 or 4 years into this run, and it's, we keep getting.
we can't get out of round 2 or whatever.
But
Mm.
then you have to say, like, where are you going to go?
yeah,
Because that's always the thing for me is like, is at that point, is it the Spurs? Because Wemby really did become this all-time great player.
but if he's gonna do that, then he's gonna go there
They're
and
going to have roster construction issues themselves.
yeah, to trade there, you have to gut that team, and there's no future.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
It's just more complicated than going like, I don't see Shea being a guy that just wants to pursue, like, I don't really care about winning. I want to go and, make my brand bigger.
Yeah.
And
in
the
New
benefit,
York or wherever.
right.
the benefit OKC has is Sam Presti was the GM when Durant did that. The ownership group was the same when Durant did that.
Yeah.
So they've learned lessons. They're going to treat this differently. They know what they could have done differently. And it seems like they're so proactive and they're always trying to shift and change the way that they do things. Look at what
Mhm.
happened after Durant left. They did a huge party for Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
2 parties for Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, I'm still
And they never would have done that.
I'm still partying for Paul George.
Still partying for Paul George.
Same.
And I bring up a party like it's that big of a deal, but for the culture of this team and how they treated things before Durant left,
Yeah, they learned. They
Yeah.
learned.
But
they've learned.
That's why I think they've probably already had these conversations with Shea. Like
Oh,
they've
they're having
mapped
way more.
they've mapped
conversations
out
with
like
us.
Oh yeah, it's ongoing.
they've mapped out like, hey, when you win X number, we're gonna put your statue here. I think.
He'll also be the first $80 million player, where he's going to make 80 million on his next deal. 80 million per year is what it'll be.
Dang.
Nice. Give me one of those.
So
Jay, put yourself in
Just
those
one of
shoes.
I will.
and they're gonna. I mean,
In
they'll,
Oklahoma with $80 million,
it's
Seriously.
like, what do you do?
You can do anything you want.
Go anywhere.
So I just think,
you take your private jet and literally you could live somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just fly into town every day.
PJ.
and listen to like you don't want to ever trade Shea, but you could get a whole heck of a lot for him.
Trade him this summer. Get
You know.
some more first rounders.
Just listen, if you want to have a historic amount of draft picks,
There you go.
you have a chance to do it again.
Dang.
But yeah, I don't know. You can't worry about it until
well, I
you're
am
there.
worried about it.
until
Tell
you're-
your boy Sam not to bring up such
And-
things.
I
Oh, that's
know.
messed
Yeah,
up.
that
dude.
is
It's messed
messed
up,
up.
man.
Part of why he was bringing it up
It's
was
just to get some clicks.
just to get some clicks. Honestly, click.
Click
Listen,
Adam Sandler.
Click.
I want to
Give us a
fast
second
forward
reference.
through the hard times.
I
of
watched
life.
that movie
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, you like it when he slaps Dustin Hoffman? It's not Dustin Hoffman. Who is it? The Hoff.
The Hoff?
Yeah.
I
The
don't
Hoff.
know.
The Hoff. Not Dustin Hoffman, but he has Hasselhoff.
Oh,
David
In Click,
Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff. He
Yeah,
slaps
those
him.
two-
Oh yeah.
He
those
slaps
two-
him.
Those two are pretty different.
Well, he beats him up.
Dustin Hoffman to David Hasselhoff.
They have one thing in common,
Hoff.
and the word Hoff in their name. So
Yeah.
That's right.
Matt-
Pardon
He's
me.
got you there, Jay.
Matt Hoffman.
Yep.
Matt Hoffman, the Hoff.
he slaps him.
The Hoff.
Condor.
But it's a cautionary tale. Click.
Yeah. Anyways, wish
Did Beckinsale his wife in that?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you do.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you
me
do.
too.
I don't remember.
Oh, if you've seen it, then you
I
know.
honestly have not seen it.
You know what I'm
Uh-oh.
talking about.
I've
It's
not seen it.
Don't see it. It's not worth
You should
it.
see it.
You should not see it.
most Adam Sandler movies are no longer for me.
Yeah,
Can you agree with that?
I can agree with that.
Okay, good.
His newer ones are for me.
They're for you, not for me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
We'll get into
What's
this
the one where
later.
he's a sports bettor?
Hubie
Yeah.
Halloween.
Righteous Gemstones? No.
Hubie
yeah.
Halloween, I think.
No,
that's
not
the one
Righteous
with Danny
Gemstones.
McBride.
No, I think you're talking about Hubie Halloween.
I've seen that one too.
I think you're talking about Mr. Deeds.
Saw that
Those
one
aren't
too.
newer ones.
Great.
I haven't seen Mr. Deeds.
Spaceman was good.
What?
Spaceman.
Wasn't that on
The
Netflix?
Spaceman.
I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
Netflix. It was really good. Andrew?
I don't think Shay's gonna leave.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
say that. I think Shay's gonna stay.
I do too. I think he's staying.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut
I saw
Gems.
Uncut
Gems.
Gems. I saw it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Joms.
I saw Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. It's good.
Is that the incense dish lady?
It's Dash. It's very similar.
Ensign Stash.
That's
Wow.
a callback.
Wow. Yeah, I think the Thunder.
Ansan Dash.
This is the four people here who know.
This
what we're
is like
talking
as
about.
inside a joke as it could get. There's not a more inside joke than Ansans Dash.
Oh Lord.
Anyways,
We're still
I think
in the off-season.
when Shea hits the point where he can sign his extension, the Thunder are going to be the best team in the NBA, and so
Yeah.
he's going to sign it. He's going to sign it. And he's going to make a ridiculous amount of money.
$80 million.
Yeah, and you know who would like to make $80 million with
All
the
of us.
best team in the NBA? Every other player in the NBA.
Yeah, definitely. All
There's
right.
nowhere else he's going to go with a better situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he could be a fashion icon if he went to LA.
Already is.
he already is.
Already.
He's
Yeah, but he
already.
could be an iconer.
Oh, true.
Mm.
Wow.
Wow. You just
Wow.
you just
Wow.
blew, you just blew my
I
mind.
didn't even think of that.
Stop. There's all sorts of assumptions I made on what you were trying to.
I think you knew.
Um,
No.
Vecenie has Dub ranked higher than Chet in his personal rankings.
Yeah, I know. He
Yeah.
says that Dub. So part of that is why he led to that conversation about Shea, is because he thinks Dub has all the qualities of being the one. And then he said that Chet is like the perfect two. So it's like Dub could lead a team, is what he's basically saying, by himself. And then he says he calls Chet literally the perfect two. He's like, it's what you want in this league, this position, his skill set. It's exactly what you want in your second guy.
Yeah.
So I think we've talked about this actually earlier on the July 5th pod. It's like if you had to choose, somebody asked the TQ between Dub and Chet, who you would have to choose. Like,
Mhm.
and I think we landed on Chet just
Yeah.
because of the uniqueness of his position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, what a great place to be in.
It's such an interesting conversation because I think we all agree right now. Okay, I think we kind of rate Chet a little bit above J-Dub.
I don't know.
Do we? If you had to have one, right? Shay's on the team.
Yeah.
I mean, we just
You have to have one
yeah.
right now. We're all
You're
taking
taking
Chet. But
just because of the complimentarian way.
Yeah.
Complimentary. Complimentary.
Complimentary. Hey, you got that.
Complementarian is a doctrinal issue. Anyway, it's about women's role in leadership. It's fine.
dog triangle issue.
Let's get into it.
What is
I
a
don't
dog
wanna get-
triangle issue?
I didn't say that. Doctrinal. DOCTRI.
It's still not just a
Like
word.
about doctrine.
No.
Oh,
So it's the first time I've ever run across that word.
I thought you were like that was like the name of a philosophical problem. The dog triangle issue.
Yeah, you haven't heard of the dog triangle?
Yeah.
The dog triangle issue.
It's where a dog can beat a cat in a fight. A cat can beat another animal in a fight, but that animal can beat the dog.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors,
Yeah.
but the dog triangle. But I don't know what the other third animal is. But that's the
Humans?
problem, trying to figure out the third animal.
Humans.
Yeah, it's humans.
Because cat beats humans, but humans beat dogs?
No.
Mentally.
Ah, you're right.
Oh.
Ah.
But the conversation is interesting because we all agree
What just happened?
with Shea on this team, we had to pick between Chet or J-Dub. We're taking Chet. But also I think we all agree J-Dub is more likely to be a 1 and Chet's always going to be a 2.
Wow.
I
Them fighting words.
don't know if I agree with that.
You think Chet could be a 1?
I think that they're in, depending on what franchise he's on. Yes, he could be. Like if he was somehow on the Wizards, I think you could say,
Or if the Magic would have taken him instead of
yeah,
Paolo.
yes. I think
Mm.
if he was on the Magic, I think about Chet a lot like the new era Kevin Garnett, where like Kevin Garnett was like the best player on his team.
It's a great comp.
Everywhere he went, he was the best player on his team. But he never played with anyone as dominant as like a Shea or a J-Dub. But I think in that era, there would have been no way that we thought of Kevin Garnett as not a number one guy.
But when he went to the Celtics and he actually won,
He had to take a backseat, but people still would say he was the best player on that team.
yes, he was the best player, but Paul Pierce was the one.
Yeah, you had to have some driver of offense.
Yeah.
And
I
it
don't-
was more
I don't
Paul
remember
Pierce.
Kevin Garnett's offensive game well enough. I felt like he was more of a. I think Chet, and this is maybe a huge leap, but I do think Chet has a higher offensive ceiling than Kevin Garnett showed.
Yeah, when Garnett won the MVP in 2004, he was 24 points per game, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steals, 2 blocks per game.
14
And a
rebounds.
top 3 defender in the league.
Yeah, and it was 50% from the field. He took half a 3 a game and didn't shoot
Yeah,
it.
so
well.
that's where, and part of that is probably just the era that
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
But just watching what Chet's working on this offseason and the things he wants to do, I think you're going to see an attempt from him to be more, I don't know, kind of guard-like in his offensive game as far as getting past defenders, getting his bag a little bit. I think he's going to shoot more threes. I think he's going to make more threes. I don't know. That's what with him, where I think it's just a little bit different than KG, but he does have the defensive potential to be like that for sure. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's
So KG would guard, 1s and 2s at the perimeter sometimes.
yeah.
Can we see Chet doing that?
No, not as well as KG did.
Mhm.
I think he's not as
Athletic.
laterally
Yeah.
quick, in my
yeah,
opinion.
that's probably true.
What you looking at?
You're big dogging us, standing up.
My back hurts, man.
But he's
I worked a lot yesterday, and my back is hurting. So when I bend over like that, it doesn't
You know
feel
what you
right.
need is the ring dinger. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Standing desk. Do you have one?
Oh, standing desk and a ring dinger.
I don't know
I'll
what.
show you a video.
I know what a standing desk is.
Continue. I'll show
you got a
the video.
treadmill at your desk.
No,
That's what you
I think
need.
that would help my back.
It's gonna help your
No,
back.
I just lifted a bunch of stuff trying to get our space ready.
Do you think it would hurt
Uh,
if a treadmill on your desk would hurt your feet
Treadmill
Walking
on
too
your
much.
desk?
at
A
your
ring
desk?
dinger. I'm not ever going to do that.
Anyways, I think the KG comp is more about like the impact that I think Chet will have.
Yeah.
Similar to like what KG what is happening.
Showing him ring dinger.
Similar to what
You know, the movie KG's in Uncut Jobs.
Uncut
Uncut
Jobs.
Jobs.
That's
Uncut
right.
Jobs.
That's right.
He's also effing the Beast.
What?
When there was that thing where he did had a great basketball move play or whatever, and he yelled, and it was on TV. But he says the F word. He says, "I'm effing the Beast."
Oh, he's
Me and my friends
Oh,
loved
okay.
that.
I think Chet also has
He's effing the Beast.
he might be effing the beast. I think that he has a similar type of mindset that Garnett does too.
yeah, I think so too. He's not as insane as
Yeah,
KG.
that's the thing.
It's not as
That's the
crazy,
thing,
but
like,
I don't know about
He's
that.
got that dog in him.
I don't know about that.
Really? You
Yeah.
think he might be?
I just don't see Chet at the end of games going and saying as
Like anything is possible.
hilarious stuff and then like the interviews. He
No.
needs to. If he has it in him,
What,
bring
like
it on.
Honey Nut Cheerios kind of stuff.
Like anything's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I
I'm
think-
like I'm
I think
effing the
Chet-
Beast.
I don't know that KG would have in his like year 1 or year 2 done that either. I think you have to like develop your voice a little bit. And I
Yeah.
think Chet is like getting there. Like you listen to Chet on podcasts this summer, like you listen to him on Podcast P. Like he's way different than he was last year.
I just can't wait. I cannot wait for media day and to see what you bring to him.
Yeah,
He was so perplexed
he
by
was.
your existence.
Trust me. It's really funny to
There's
look
a
back
moment
at.
where you're asking him questions and he's like looking at his like hand or like whoever his manager or whatever it is that's in the room. He's just
Yeah.
like, what are we doing in
It's
here?
great.
Everybody else comes in like, oh, it's the guy. And
Yep.
Chet's like,
He's like, I don't know who this guy is.
I'm actually
Horrified
thinking
by
now if he becomes more perplexed by your existence this year,
Yeah,
I think that's a good sign for basketball reasons.
yeah. I've got some ideas that will push the boundaries of him being perplexed with me. So
With your existence.
with my existence, yeah.
Here's what you need to do. Underneath whatever you're wearing, wear like a muscle suit.
Okay,
Yeah. That's what you
we
need
could
to
have been
do.
here for years of me guessing what you were about to say.
That's what you need to do.
We could have been here for so long.
Hold on.
I would have never gotten to that.
explain.
So we got a lot of
That's
things
just like
cooking.
so.
We've
It's
got
just
a lot of things cooking about what
So-
I can do to perplex.
yeah.
Jack.
So he just walks in and be like,
Luke, how about a muscle shirt?
"This guy's ripped." Like, what?
He put
Oh,
some-
do you think
he put
he'll
some LBs
be
on for
perplexed
that.
or he'll respect him?
A little bit of both. Kind of. It's called
Perplexed.
perplexed.
Good.
Resplex.
Respects.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Per.
Trying to put them together. It's really hard. They're too
They're too similar.
They're too similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, do
Oh,
it.
man.
Muscle suit.
Okay.
What else you got, Andrew?
And then you could just kind of
years.
But
trying
then,
to guess
then the
something.
other thing when you're wearing the muscle suit, kind of like in the middle of it, yawn, but just use it as an excuse to flex.
The hard part about a
You're just asking me to do your bits now.
The hard
Yeah,
part about a
take it.
muscle suit is like you have to also be wearing long sleeves
I know.
because if those,
Yeah, no, you can't. I love
yeah,
to
you got to have them like
Yeah.
I think you need to wear like something on your hands. That's really where an undergarment muscle suit shows is their hands.
hands,
Yeah.
twice.
And
Yeah.
neck.
I should just wear the costume on. I think you should leave
You know what? No, you know what you should wear.
and just.
You know what you should wear. You should go to it as Lion businessman
Oh
or
yeah.
Lion going to a job interview.
Yeah, that's
Classic Andrew.
That's a
Halloween
good
costume.
idea. Yeah, that was my
What is
Halloween costume.
Lion going to a business interview.
That was my freshman year of college. For Halloween, I had this this lion costume that was
Cut off here.
It was actually made for a toddler,
Yes.
but I found a way to put it on, and so it's just like this very fuzzy. It's got the mane and everything, and I just put a suit jacket on
Yeah.
over it,
It was a style at the time.
and
Yeah, it was.
I was a lion going to get a job. And so I remember talking to people at Halloween, and I'd be like, they were like, "What is your costume?" I tell them, and I said, "Yeah, I'm going for an interview at Microsoft on Monday." And I swear, some people believed that it was true. And so I had to. Some people I let them believe that they're like,
Like,
"You're
how deep
really."
you go?
They're like, "You're really going to interview at Microsoft?" Like, yeah,
And
I
a
am.
lion's out.
I am in this. This is what they need right here.
It was good. It was good. It was a good costume.
Yeah.
That does sound like a good costume.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can find
There's a
it.
picture. I know that it was your
It was my profile picture
profile
for
picture for a long time.
For a while. Yeah.
You should bring it back
Considering it right now. Definitely considering it
for
right
the
now.
interview.
So Jay, you brought up that on this list is not what how they actually ranked Paolo and Chet on the
Yeah, yeah.
podcast. Because on the list, Paolo is 4 and Chet is 5, but you said it was the other way around.
Yeah, and the podcast that Bryce and Sam did before the draft that Andrew's a part of, they had Paolo at 5 and Chet as 4.
That's awesome.
And it's, I mean,
Do we think of it that way? Be honest.
I've liked Paolo since college, since really high school.
I'm going on a time back in time with Andrew on his profile pictures. It's great. You
There
guys
it
are
is.
I don't know, what
missing
do you
out.
think?
Hit us in the chat.
Here it is. He found it.
I don't want to move my computer because it could
We'll
mess up
put
the
it. Can you
stream.
share your screen for
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah. I can share it. I can
Oh,
share it
that's
on
good.
YouTube.
Oh,
I'll
that's
text it to you guys
wonderful.
too.
It's wonderful.
All right,
Um,
let's move on. We've talked
Oh.
about this list and all sorts of things, and I'm pretty sure we're
Do
3
some
hours into
TQs.
our podcast. No, we got to do some Tayshaun or some L-Man.
you guys got anything?
How man?
No, we know DQs. It's been a long time. Let's get the people what they want.
Let's give the people what they want.
Let's get
People
the
what
people
they
what
want.
They've bared with us enough.
Okay. Let's take a quick break. We come back. We'll look at a picture of me in a lion costume, and we'll also answer some TQs. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I do recognize that outfit actually.
Yeah, I know that picture.
A classic. Oh, we're back. Great, easy Halloween costume. You know what it is? What that I went as for multiple years.
Mhm.
Just out of the shower.
Oh
Please
yeah.
wear a
Towel up here, towel over your hair.
Oh yeah,
Hilarious.
that's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. Here's the photo for the stream of me, a lion going to get a job. I think Jared Keister took that picture.
I'm certain he did.
Yeah. Shout out to Jared Keister. Anyways.
Get your keister in here.
Hey, let's do our first Twitter question.
You want to do the Twitter question song or what?
Yeah, let's do the Twitter question song. Twitter questions. You got questions and you ask them on Twitter. Now we answer them for you. This is Twitter questions. Now let's get down to it.
Jimmy.
Our first Twitter question comes from @Eros19_87, who wants us to rate the projected starting 5 using Brahms ice cream.
All right. Where are we going here?
Who's the shade?
What's number one? Because number one for
Cookies
me.
and cream?
No, yeah. We have to do Brahms ice cream first, and then
Are we doing Brahms ice creams or Brahms like menu items? I
Please
guess
stop.
ice cream.
Ice cream.
he said ice cream.
Yeah. What, Shay's a bag of burgers.
I think that would be great.
Dub is a chicken club sandwich.
We've
Fried.
I want someone to be Reese's Mixes with extra Reese's. That's my order. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Is that ice cream?
Yeah, that's ice cream.
It's great. Have you guys had it? It's great. It's real good.
Reese's
Reese's mix with extra Reese's.
Do you put chocolate syrup in it?
No, did I say with chocolate syrup?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Freaking. That's it.
Reese's mix. Oh, I rate this person Reese's mix with extra Reese's and chocolate syrup.
Yeah, I mean people.
Wow.
All right.
There's a lot going on
mixes.
there.
My vote is no mixes allowed on this list now.
Yeah, just
Damn,
flavors.
okay, I deserve
Just
that.
a scoop.
What about
Scoop.
Andy's key lime?
I haven't had it. Is it good?
Oh yeah, I had it played. What? I
I-
thought you told me.
We're
about
talking
it.
about
They're
Brahms.
concrete.
What are we
Andy's?
doing?
I
Brahms
have
ice
had it.
cream.
Okay.
Chocolate almond.
Down the list. Way down the list.
What's best? Cookies and cream?
Cookies. Their
Cookies
cookies
and
and
cream?
cream is.
It is real. It is really good. That could be number one.
That's number one. Shea
That's number
Gilgis Alexander.
Yeah.
Shea
Shay.
Gilgis
Shay is cookies
That's
and
a hard
cream.
one to say whenever
It
you're
is.
exhausted.
Drunk.
What's number 2?
So is that Dub or Chat?
Oh man, I love orange sherbet from Brahms.
I do like orange sherbet too. I thought that was going to name that number 2.
Orange sherbet.
Orange
I don't know if I put
sherbet.
that number 2 though.
It's good. Name a number better number 2.
I mean, give me a second.
No.
Cappuccino chunky chocolate.
Is that it, Brahms?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good.
I've never got it.
Just instead of cookies and cream, chocolate chip.
Brownie batter. You guys into brownie batter?
Oh, chocolate chip cookie dough.
Chocolate chip cookie
Yeah,
dough
chocolate chip
is
cookie
is
dough.
a
That's the
classic.
dub.
They
It's
have a
really
good,
good.
one too.
Is that
Their cookie
Oh,
ice
no,
creams
it's-
are phenomenal.
Yeah, they really are. There's some people that
They
don't
did a great
that,
job.
that don't get the cookie right. There's a lot of
Right.
there's a lot of
that's-
people that don't get the cookie right.
That's my number one issue with cookies and cream.
Yeah. Have you guys had the gingerbread?
Nope.
what about mint chocolate chip?
Yeah,
It's-
their
I
mint
think
chocolate
it's
chip
got to
is
be
good.
up there.
Mint chocolate-
That's
I-
got to be top
So that's.
three.
I think we just defined Shay, Dub, and Chet. Are we missing something?
Cookies and cream.
Because we can't just go like vanilla.
No.
No. You know what else is good and fun? The birthday cake.
Yeah, it's blue.
Dabbity dabbity.
It's better than you think it is.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
Man,
It's better than you think
My
it
brain
is.
was right with you.
You know what Archie's favorite is pistachio almond.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense for Archie, actually.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
My favorite's
What's
butter
Archie's
pecan, man.
mom's?
Her favorite?
I want to make the listeners think that like Archie has a different mom than your other kids. Andrew had a little
You just did it.
We got it. You didn't
We
even
understand.
finish
life
We
journey.
understand. We
Thank you.
Hey.
We are really we're both into the peanut cluster fudge.
Got to be
Cluster
careful with that one.
fudge.
Yeah, I know. As I was saying it, I was like, "Oh no!" Like I was about to drive a car off the road.
I'm about to say the F word. Ah! I'm about to say the F word.
That's exactly how I felt.
Oh,
It's an 18-wheeler.
Did we say butter pecan or no?
It's good. We haven't said it, but it is good.
pralines and cream. Strawberry.
Straight strawberry. Okay, I don't.
What are we doing here? Cookies and cream.
Cookies and
Chocolate
cream,
chip cookie dough.
chocolate chip cookie dough.
mint chocolate,
chocolate chip.
chocolate chip.
That's
1, 2, 3.
Shay. Chat J-Dub.
Yeah.
Shay.
And then you got
J-Dub
Dort
chat.
and Caruso.
Okay, so Dort and Caruso. What would Dort be?
Dort feels like something that has a lot of ingredients, maybe 4 ingredients.
Neapolitan.
I will
I think it's got-
never eat Neapolitan.
I think it's got to be.
to me.
I think it's got to be an ice cream that some people like and some people don't.
Yeah, polarizing ice
I think
cream.
that might be
Pralines and cream.
pistachio almond.
Pistachio almond.
That's a good
Dort
one.
is pistachio almond.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
And then Caruso's got to be one that people like slightly more than pistachio almond. Because I think if you were to take a poll across NBA fans, they would probably have a more favorable view of Caruso. than
Orange
Dort.
sherbet.
and sherbet.
Okay.
Really?
Orange sherbet.
I would almost. I don't know. Do people just love sherbet?
I love
yeah.
sherbet.
Lime freezes.
I think
We had
they
a
like
freeze.
Yeah, sherbet freeze. I love freezes. Hey, they have a cherry limeade sherbet right now. Delicious.
Sicilian orange sherbet.
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 No,
Give
the
me-
Sicilian orange one is different than just the orange one.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
There's peach sherbet.
Thank you for saying it properly, by the way.
I know. Why do we all think? I've seen this
It's
video.
a February situation.
I've seen this lady do this video about the R at the end of
Oh,
sherbet.
Dream Cooler.
There
orange,
is no
orange vanilla.
Oh, I thought you were saying that's what the lady's name was.
Dream
You talking about the
Cooler.
Dream Cooler?
Oh, dang. Dream cooler.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't know if I can make Caruso a sherbet.
Well,
What about
what the
do,
hell?
do you guys get their frozen yogurt out of the machine? That's like
Yeah.
like a twist.
Yeah, the 2-year-old likes that.
It's really-
softer.
It's
It
really
is
good.
Softer.
It's really good. It's unbelievable. Yeah, we'll just make that one. Caruso's toffee bark. Okay, next question.
Okay. Let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @RossB, who wants to know our thoughts on @BJPF_ leaving Dort off his top 25 defenders list and calling him overrated when questioned about it.
I don't know who that person is.
Ben Pfeiffer, isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah, Ben Pfeiffer.
Damn.
Well, Ben Pfeiffer left Dort off his list.
And called him overrated.
Them's
Um,
Pfeifen words.
That's good.
16 going on 69.
I just don't know how you could watch Dort in the playoffs this year and think that.
Yeah.
With
What's-
I mean, he defended Luka better than anybody.
Mm.
He was amazing against Luka. I don't know how you could watch that series and think, you know what? He's a little bit overrated as a defender. You know what I mean? Like I just don't get it. Like he was so crucial where anytime Luka was out there and he wasn't, you felt a little bit uneasy because you knew that Dort was going to put him in a difficult position every time he had the basketball.
Yeah. Judging defense is really difficult. And you're either ranking someone with their like advanced defensive statistics,
Yeah.
or it's straight eye test. And you're like, I don't care what the stats say. This guy playing defense this way is helping the entire team because I'm watching it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't. Yeah. The numbers don't always back it up. Alex had that stat on Wednesday that it didn't make sense where in cleaning the glass, the team was better defensively with him off the court. But the eye test doesn't match that at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do with that. I don't think I think it's unfair to
And
say
all
that
the
he's not.
intangibles that come with that, right? Like, okay, if Dort's on the court, he can guard the other team's best player. You can put Shea on someone that's easier. Now you're, saving
Yeah.
Shea's energy. Now
Yeah,
your
yeah.
offense is probably better from Shea. It's all the stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't quite get it. And we have the benefit of watching. I mean, I'm sure that we've all watched almost every game of Dort's whole career too. Like we can understand the value. If somebody's only tuning in every once in a while, and I also just wonder if people understand the scheme. Like the defensive scheme is just different than most teams too with the Thunder because they were undersized and they had to. A lot of it was like pack the paint, scramble out to shooters, and it's a tough defensive scheme, and Dort does really well with it. And I don't think Mark would trust him as much. And I don't think they give him the extension they gave him and keep him as a start. Like all this, I mean, it's just it's
the
kind
people
of
that know him know.
it's silly to me.
Also, part of Ben's thing is to be contrarian.
Yeah,
He's a different, like he sees everything different in
yeah.
his evaluations.
Also, if you put out a list on Twitter that was just like everyone could easily agree on this list,
Yeah.
like you're getting
Not
no
getting
attention.
any, yeah.
We're not talking about it here.
Plus, he wants people to talk about it. Guess what we're doing?
Yeah.
Talking about it.
Dog triangle issue.
Dog triangle issue. There you go.
All right.
Hey guys, let's go to our next Twitter question. It comes from @Hoops in OKC. Who wants to know, who are you most excited to see come off the bench early in the fourth quarter, down 4 points?
So out of the start, like not starters.
Yeah. I guess anyone can be on the bench starting the fourth, but normally,
Starters is kind of cheating to answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so who off the bench? Is it always Wiggs or Hartenstein?
I was gonna say Wiggs.
what happens in the third quarter? J-Dub is finishing the third quarter and starting the fourth and playing the entire fourth. Is that generally what happens?
But he'll come out sometimes like during
Yeah.
the fourth.
Yeah.
He usually starts the beginning of the fourth
Mhm.
as like the lone guy.
Because Shea usually plays the whole first and the whole third.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
then
Shea will come
sits.
in at about like the depending on what's going on in the game, like the 8 to 6 minute mark. I mean, obviously Isaiah Joe is another one. I don't know that there's like a great answer for
Kaysen?
this. I mean, if Kaysen like makes a leap, like he could be the one. But honestly, like this whole team is just about Shea, J-Dub, Chet.
Also, this says starting the fourth down 4 points.
Mhm.
That's not much. We need
Early-
more
early in the
stakes. We
fourth,
need
down
more
4.
stakes than that.
Yeah.
That's 12 minutes and you're only within 4 points.
Hmm.
We need more stakes. Let's say who's
Yeah.
coming off the bench. The guys aren't working in whoever's in the fourth quarter in the last 5 minutes. It's not working. They can't get past them, so they're going to switch someone out with 3 minutes left.
Yeah. Honestly, Topic would be the most exciting one just because it would be so shocking.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'll make that my answer. I'll
Okay.
make that my answer.
Hey guys, I think we've done this one before, but there's a lot of conversation around it. It comes from @Trust the Void. He wants to know, in honor of college football, best Pop-Tart flavor.
We have done best Pop-Tart flavor.
And the answer is s'mores.
I do like s'mores. Brown sugar, probably.
Brown sugar was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I disagreed because I love cherry so much.
It's good.
Frosted cherry.
Cherry's good. Yeah.
It's the only item that's cherry flavored that I actually like.
Wow. I would say brown sugar, no frosting is my
Yeah,
favorite.
Weird.
You don't like the frosting? Like as a younger man, I
Uh-huh.
would rip off
The edges?
frosted
Crust, yeah.
crust and just eat the frosting part.
Yeah. I'm
Too
just,
dry. That's why I really don't like Pop-Tarts.
But you know, it's weird. I remember
Yeah,
now.
there's a lot of reasons. They're basically cookies that
Too
we've
dry.
convinced ourselves is
Also-
breakfast.
Yeah.
They're also for children.
That's like so many breakfast things though.
Breakfast in America is literally just
Candy.
dessert.
It's dessert.
It's candy, yeah.
Yeah.
Pastries and cereal. It's like
How do we decide a donut is breakfast and not a dessert?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think we've talked
I
about
like
this
it.
too.
That's a good loophole, though.
It's definitely a loophole where it's like, hey, breakfast is just a donut.
You know what I love on the weekend? Breakfast. A donut and a kolache. As
Yeah.
my breakfast
A kolache is top tier.
It is.
choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's real good. Mustard? Put some
Agreed.
mustard on that thing.
Sometimes I just go Straight clutch.
Damn.
I was gonna say, I remember us talking about Pop-Tarts and Alex saying he didn't toast them. He never gets them with frosting, and I think he just eats them.
Yeah.
Because he likes dry, plain stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
don't know
mean,
about that.
I haven't had a Pop-Tart in a long time.
I like them. They're way better toasted, by the way.
They are.
I don't know if I've ever had one
First
toasted.
microwaved.
Definitely versus microwaved. You're gonna burn holes in your mouth.
Oh, it's like
microwaving that jam.
3 seconds, 5 seconds.
Yeah, 3 seconds is not gonna do anything.
Lucas Paulette or Palais in the chat says, my wife's mom, my wife
mommy.
used to give them cake for breakfast because it's bread, eggs, and milk.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Actually, there's some truth to that. Okay, we've got our next Twitter question. Comes from @BrianAtkins, who says, for hot doggist, why not go with what's your favorite condiment? Hot doggist. I've not heard that is a thing.
Hot doggist.
It's like
What
August.
they call August?
August for
Oh.
hot
Well,
dogs.
the
Hot doggist.
the gift that I put as the TQs, I don't even know why I did this, but it says it's hot doggist.
It's hot doggist. There you go.
I'd never
For
heard of
hot
that before.
doggist, why not go what's your
Didn't
favorite condiment?
y'all talk about this?
Best
Hot-
condiment. Yeah. we
Yeah,
talked
no,
about
just
that.
last week you were talking about getting the dog at the Sam's and the Costco ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hot dogs come up quite a bit.
because you
on
talked
this
about onions and
yeah, it's hot doggist.
show. Mhm.
what else do
Mustard.
you put on mustard
Just
and onions?
if it's just mustard and onions, I'm a happy man.
I'm
I
putting
mean,
I'm putting mustard on
it's
just about every hot dog.
repelling to me.
Like
Really?
hot link.
Why?
No, mustard's fine.
Hot link.
It's
mustard.
onions.
Onions.
Get them onions.
I love
out of
onions.
my face.
Oh.
You got to grill.
really?
Jay needs them grilled.
Yep, need them grilled.
Oh, okay.
Grilled
You don't
onions
like.
be-
Oh, grill them,
You
grill
know-
them, put them on there.
If I go get a chili cheese coney from Sonic, I always add onions.
Yeah, I mean I know.
Takes it
Checks
the
out
next
for you.
level. Do you ever put mustard on your chili
Yes.
cheese coney?
That's
It's
so good.
Yeah, it's
An On Q opened like right down the street from my house now, like brand new On Q.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hot dogging.
Ooh, baby.
Hot.
Wait, their
dogging.
pizza is pretty good.
And their
Really?
breakfast
Yeah.
burritos are good.
Has it been a good doggist for
Yeah,
you?
but I mean,
Hot doggist.
I'm going hot links. Really? If I'm going-
Yeah, dude, I'm in for
Yeah,
hot
dogs.
hot links
Yeah.
are great.
I'll use a little ketchup, a little mustard.
Here's the thing that you got to do. The secret, and you really shouldn't do this, but you could.
Go on.
We're waiting.
It's called secret wiener. It's where you get it's where you get a hot dog and you from On Cube, but behind the hot dog, underneath it, still. So when they look in, they just see hot dog, a secret wiener. It's a
Secret
second
wiener, yeah.
You mean-
unbunned wiener.
Double dog.
Don't no, because you don't see two. You look down, you don't see two. It's not in the
Double
bun.
dog is
double
this
dog
way.
is
It's
side by side.
underneath. It's
Double dog
under-
is side by side.
Yes.
double
always.
dog is two dogs in the bun.
Yeah.
That's exactly what a secret wiener is.
Secret wiener is underneath the hot dog
Oh,
in the
completely
bun.
under the bun.
Completely underneath the bun.
Oh.
So it's sitting on top
Oh.
of the wiener. Then the hot dog in the bun is sitting on top of
Wait,
it.
then are you going to the car and double dogging?
No, you can.
What-
You kind of
what-
just hold it like a cigar and eat it. That's what you kind of do. So you're just there. You're the driving crooner, but with a hot link.
I think what you're talking about is theft.
So don't do it. Don't do it. But you can.
There's enough space in the hot dog container
Yeah.
to see.
Listen,
And
here's
then
the
they
deal.
look down and they charge you for one hot dog, but you got a secret wiener.
Listen, if you're going one secret wiener, what's to stop you from going two?
Exactly. It's
you
a
just-
slippery slope.
You're just because the package will be bulging, and there will be like there's double wieners in there.
Yeah, bulging secret wiener.
Yeah. You don't want.
Sometimes
that.
you'll get bold enough to go double secret ween.
You can try,
Yeah.
but you're flying too close to the sun. And once-
That's the
And
game you
here's the
brought
thing.
up. You're already
you do
playing
not.
the game.
What you do not want is them to be like, open that up, and you open it up, and just the hot dogs are flying out.
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
packed it too tight.
Listen,
Right.
sometimes that is the slippery slope
They've
of
also
the
got
secret wiener.
self-checkout now at
They-
On Q.
Yeah, but I don't think you can
They do.
You can check out the hot dog. Where do you
1000%.
scan?
No,
You just
I think
look
you
it
can
up.
just
Let's
pick
just look
it.
up
Yeah, you
I
could do it.
I'm not
Some off the
taking
rollers is
that.
what they
Like
call it. And you just
I'm-
click on it. I've never been.
it's
nor
too
would
much
I do it.
time.
I
Too
know
much.
what
I don't have
hot dogs
time
is
for
on
this.
This is for somebody that would like
Yeah,
to
if you ever,
have like
just
4
like in
secret
theory,
wieners
yeah.
in the
Yeah,
package.
you
Yeah.
can just honestly, you could just walk out of On Cue now with whatever you got, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
I haven't done
No,
that.
they have there's a police officer in mine, or at least a security
That's the
guard.
one right there on May, right?
Oh yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
He's like, let me check that wiener bag.
It's like, how many wieners got there?
Just one secret wiener, sir.
The standard one secret wiener,
I'm
sir.
gonna try to eat this one, but I'm gonna hold it like a cigar. He's like, "Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
nice.
Nice.
Props, respect. That's what they say.
Do you like his? Let's.
I like ketchup.
Me
Ketchup.
too, man. I do a little spicy Whataburger ketchup.
Oh yeah.
You
Now
know
we're
what I
talking.
got?
All right.
What I got from
Now
Target?
we're talking.
Pickle ketchup.
Nope.
Interesting.
Ew.
I'm
good.
interested.
It's not bad. It's good.
Pickle flavored stuff is always better.
I
than
think
you
Taylor's
it's gonna
interested
be.
in anything that'll make his breath smell horrific.
That's true. I also am very self conscious about my breath.
Really?
Me
Yes,
too.
I learned tricks. Do you do this trick? That if you, this is gross, but it's good if you have our complex. I guess if you lick, because sometimes you can't you don't know really what your breath smells like. You know, it's
Yeah.
like you don't know what your house smells like. So
You don't know what your house smells like.
you don't know. what
I
your
know.
house smells like. If you lick your skin, let it dry a
And
little
then
bit,
smell it.
and then smell it.
Ugh.
If it smells really bad, then your breath probably smells. If it smells kind of bad, no one can smell it. I don't know if that's true, but that's something I've been doing.
And how you been smelling?
Did you know that after shaking hands, you'll touch your face?
Yeah, you will. You will transfer the scent, the chemical scent, onto your face.
What if your arm smells bad?
Then what if you just have a stinky arm?
Or it smells good.
Well, then if you taste your arm when you lick it, your arm smells bad.
Right. If you
You've
don't
got a
taste
problem.
your arm is good. But then smell the spit that you just transferred to your arm. If that smells bad, you know that's
Breath.
from your mouth.
Breath is bad.
But what if you're testing your breath, multiple times during the? Okay, go ahead.
You should test your breath multiple times.
Just you don't lick the same spot. You gotta move. You gotta move around.
Yeah, move around. You gotta go to a clean spot on the arm.
That's why they gave you two
You
arms.
have to wait until someone gives you a cat nickname, because you just look like a cat all day, just licking and smelling yourself.
I do it at work, and I do kind of look around and then try to, like when you secretly pick your nose or something. So
Oh, yeah.
someone doesn't see
No.
it. Yeah. It's like, oh, really, Jay? You
Jay's
never
like,
picked
nope,
your
never
nose?"
done it.
Hey guys,
Did it?
Oh,
our last secret Twitter question.
Secret.
It's our
wiener
secret one.
Twitter question.
It's from Miguel Davila 25, who wants to know what's your go-to snack right now?
Oh,
Nerds clusters.
Oh my
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the best candy.
They are like
Yeah.
drugs.
They are.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're good.
They
They are so
are, dude. They hit they taste good. You have different textures.
Yeah.
The mouth feel
Uh-huh.
unbelievable.
It's good.
Would you call that a snack, though?
I don't know.
It's candy, but it's candy can be a snack. You
What,
snack on
would you
candy.
call it a
I'll
meal?
do some pretzels, some wheat thins.
What flavor?
What?
Do you get flavored wheat thins?
No, just reduce fat, I think.
Ew. God.
I don't buy them,
Disgusting.
guys. I eat whatever's in my pantry.
Do you dip
that
them in
amount.
anything?
No.
God.
I had some jalapeno ranch ruffles the other day.
Oh yeah,
We got them for our fantasy football party.
Yeah,
Sounds
pretty good.
Woo, baby.
Sounds good.
How long did that bag last?
It made it
So-
3 days.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
wow.
good.
It
That's
wasn't
way
the only
too
one that
good.
ate them.
I thought you were gonna
Those
say
are too
like
spicy.
through
I
pick
try not to
3.
eat chips. Like I have enough
Yeah.
problems keeping
Oh,
my
man.
Yeah.
Chips are
I know.
so
Chips
good.
are so
Chips are
good.
good.
My kids have these little, we buy them like the variety box of
Yep.
little chip bags. You know?
Yeah,
And it's bad for me because I'll eat one and I'm like, that's not enough
that's
chips.
clearly
I've
not
got to
enough.
have 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then I go eat more. And then it's like,
What's your
I just-
favorite? What's your favorite flavor in the box?
God, I don't know. I
Like,
just
which one
like that
always-
I can do all
What always
all
gets
sorts.
left is Lay's, basic Lay's.
Lay's.
If you
Yeah.
have that in the box, they're
But
gonna be
they're
left.
good. That's
I'll
the
still eat
only
some Lay's.
original chip I will eat.
Or
is Lay's
Fritos.
original.
Fritos.
I love
I
Frito.
do too, especially chili cheese Fritos.
Chili cheese. If they're chili cheese, then yeah,
I mean, if you want some bad breath, have some chili cheese Fritos.
no question.
That's the thing.
Absolutely.
That
No
is gonna.
question.
You're done. It's not getting better.
Yeah,
The Lay's bag is honestly, you can't really miss picking anything because you have sour cream and onion Lay's, barbecue, normal, Cheetos,
Mhm.
Doritos, Cool Ranch Doritos, Fritos, and sour cream and cheddar Ruffles.
I mean, you almost had like
Yeah.
a song, like with how you're naming them.
Fritos,
Cheetos, had that Doritos.
Secret, Wiener,
Mm-hmm.
stealing out the OnQ.
I had.
You think
I
we're
like-
on a podcast for the rest of our lives?
Yeah.
I
If
do.
we can do these podcasts like today, yeah.
I've been into Pringles, and I'm kind of exploring the Pringles different flavors.
Interesting.
And I had everything bagel Pringles.
Hmm.
Horrible, but I ate the whole thing. Eventually, took me like a week, but they were not good.
Sounds terrible.
Hey,
Sour cream and onion is the best of the Pringles.
Really, just a regular Pringle? Oh no! You know what it is?
Cheddar.
Salt and vinegar Pringle is
Ooh,
great.
yeah, that's the best salt and vinegar chip, I
It's
think.
real good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like a good kettle cooked salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
It's-
Okay,
it's-
my favorite snack right now is actually the Chomps brand beef sticks. Really good.
Yeah, they're good. Trader Joe sells them. We get them there.
Who's Terry Joe?
Terry Joe sells them out of his back of his car. You got to find him on 122nd May on Saturdays, unless it's raining.
Terry Joe.
Terry Joe. Introduce me to your friend. Is he
Uh,
cutting
They're all
no.
they're
Chomps
all
deals?
they're all little. They're all already open.
What?
What is happening?
They're already open.
Well, there are little already little.
Oh no.
What? What are you saying? The chomps are already open?
The ones that Terry sells.
He just has them. He has about 5 in a Ziploc.
Yeah.
It's great.
A few bites taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They're not in packaging because I sell them wholesale.
I'm passing the savings on to you.
We save cost on packaging.
Oh man.
Oh, what's your favorite snack, Andrew? Did you answer?
I'm going with some Gorp.
What?
Gorp? What?
What is it?
Good old raisins and peanuts.
Good old raisins and peanuts.
Gorp is good.
I think you're making your. Did you brand? Is it branded like that?
No, you got to make it yourself.
Did you throw some
Raisins and peanuts.
Wait a second.
throw
What?
some candy corn in that?
Wait, who
Yeah.
do you call it Gorp to? Just your family?
No, you guys not heard of that?
No.
No, I've never heard that.
It's a thing. Let us know in the comments.
Is it?
The comments are going to be wild for this one.
Hey, before we go, it is 5-Star Friday.
Oh.
We're gonna read some. We got a lot of reviews. One that is specifically really good. So we're gonna read these. First one from at JS Malone 25. I listen to Down to Dunk on my way to work every morning, getting to listen to all the guys talk about the team in such knowledgeable and meaningful ways has not only made me.
That's true.
More-
That's us.
This is a great time to read this one. More of a Thunder fan, but it's also made me more of an NBA fan. I'm from Tennessee, so I can't get anyone here to understand why Aaron Wiggins is the savior of basketball, but I can always know. I can listen to Down to Dunk, and my feelings about my favorite Thunder role players are validated. Love the show. Keep it up. Thank you so much for that review. I'm Mr. Wright. Hey, fellas. I'm Steve Wright from Tulsa, but originally born in Houston. Went to my first NBA game in '94 and saw Hakeem the Dream versus rookie KG.
Ooh,
Wow.
Wow.
Steve Wright.
He moved to Tulsa as a kid in the 2000s, and in 2008, when a random blessing of an NBA team came to OKC, the whole state instantly became a fan. Fans, and this podcast never fails to help me
Damn.
keep up to date.
Andrew's tearing up.
This is so good.
That's emotional.
So good.
I love the sense of humor and the cast, crew, and listening daily. Even got me more somehow into the blue this season. So he highly recommends Down to Dunk to any Thunder fan. Thunder up. Thank you for that review. From Gator 1392. We're going to be here for a minute, guys. You want me to pass these along?
I'll read one.
I
Here.
cannot. I have
Let's
to
see if
go.
I can read. From Gator 1394 says, love the pod. Joe Rogan wanted to join Apple Podcasts, but got scared of getting dunked on. This one?
Yep.
This one from Snow Tiger 1 2. I love listening to this podcast while I walking or just relaxing. I just love the episodes that Andrew has no control over and goes down a rabbit hole. I also
You
love the
talking about this
people.
one?
This will be
I
this one.
also like that people on this podcast are amazing and kind in real life. There's more. I have to click more. I have been to many events that they host and don't disappoint. They're also kind when things go wrong and fix the issue. Cannot wait until the next group event. So amazing podcast, equally amazing people as well. Keep up the good work. Jay,
Yeah. Which one am I reading?
Swipe to the next one.
swipe it.
How do you do this? I swipe to the right? Oh, okay. Grown Up on DTD by OK Kramer or OKC Rammer. Okay, Kramer. I don't know. Kramer. Okay. I started listening during the 2015-ish when I was in about 7th grade. Haven't missed an episode since, and now I'm about to graduate college.
Wow.
Y'all have been a big part of my life and have been there for the highs and lows without even knowing it. The Thunder are my biggest passion, and a lot of it comes from Down to Dunk. Thank you for that. I think that's the last one.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Best Cereal Thunder podcast, themed podcast. The correct order is Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, Cheerios, Cracklin' Oat Bran. You and Shay must be
Wow.
healthier than most Americans. Sincerely, the Thunder meme guy. Let's go another one. There are so many of these. Down to Dunk, favorite podcast. This is by far my favorite podcast to listen and watch on YouTube. Definitely appreciate all the content and events you guys do for the entire Thunder community. I'm definitely down to dunk. Thunder up. That's from Lalo10211992. Next one. This is from Down the Door. It's from the Sooner Sensei. It's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the Aged Parmesan of Basketball podcasts. This one on Monday is Sam Vecenie Slander. I don't think I've ever disagreed with Vecenie more than the last spot where he had J-Dub below Halliburton and freaking Brandon Miller. He didn't, actually, to be fair. Vecenie had him higher than both of them. It was Bryce that had him lower.
Yep.
And freaking Brandon Miller. J-Dub already defends and would score 25 in Charlotte next year for sure. What are we doing? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Best podcast, hands down, from Keaton02. Love the podcast. Love all the guys except the one who calls himself Tayshawn. He sounds a little too pretentious and entitled. You want to talk about not knowing Taylor? I somehow outclicked that because that is not him at all.
That's the joke.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
We said it on the pod last Friday.
Oh, okay.
Where he talked about how something about him being pretentious. Yeah.
All right. I got to go to doctor's appointment.
Oh,
See you guys.
good luck.
Good to see you, boys.
It was good.
Good luck,
Apparently,
Jay.
Luke, you're not working today?
Why would you say that? Because I didn't do
you're
my hair.
Still here.
Yeah, I'm not working today.
All right, cool, man.
Because you 4-day weekend.
Could have done a little later.
4-day weekend.
Yeah.
Well, you'd missed your doctor's appointment.
Shout out to Keaton02. That's a great one. Okay, from Dax Ledbetter. Half the time they talk about great Thunder topics and covers. The other half they talk about their favorite cereal. That's how I know it's a good podcast. Thanks for the review. This is from Amos French Fry. Do you want inscrutable audio drops and a lot of Pokemon and Oklahoma fast food talk? Then boy, do I have a podcast for you. I love this podcast. I wasn't an NBA fan until I stumbled onto it 4 years ago. I've never played Pokemon, nor have I ever been to Oklahoma. But now I know a lot about those things. I couldn't be happier. Did you forget something?
Forgot something. Yep,
I've been a diehard.
You got to crawl again.
I've been a diehard Thunder. You left your keys. I've been a diehard Thunder fan since I've started listening. Listen every episode. They do not miss. Extremely good. Listen, we have a lot more to read. I'm going to save some of these for next week. And so if you want to get in,
then rate us 5
and
stars.
want to rate us 5 stars, you can also have your review read on the show. Really appreciate everybody doing that. We will save some of these for episodes next week, just so the podcast is more listenable. Let's be honest. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys again on Monday.